Hello, friends. Welcome to this channel, Center of Excellence, Pharma 4. In this episode, I'm going to discuss about designing efficient and safe artificial intelligence driven pharma digital supply chain. So my focus is mainly designing with an artificial intelligence. That's what it is my focus area. Before starting up the episode, I just wanted to give you a brief information about our company and our focus areas and what we want to do, why we want to do. Our objective is four areas. One is what are the emerging technologies and how this digital transformation can help industry to achieve better operational and business excellence. So, with this particular objective, Dr. Jain Joshi has designed this concept, and the details are available onto our website, respa.com. We have also designed the course Smart Manufacturing in Pharma, which has got 20 modules, and that is available onto Udemy platform. We have started a YouTube channel about 5 years back, which is having about 350 videos discussing starting from systems, strategies, technologies, business challenges, and going up to the audits, validations, and finally achieving the excellence. We also have a podcast channel. There are about 75 podcasts are there. These are focused on two latest business challenges, latest technologies which are coming up into the market, and how its adoption is going to be beneficial and how you should really plan for implementing those things. We also wrote some books. There are 7 books are already been available onto Amazon platform. I do suggest please have a look at actually Kindle edition and book pack also. That will also help you to give you more inputs or the knowledge sharing to achieve the better results from your manufacturing. So, with this background, let me start with the idea about our agenda. It's going to be discussing about the introduction. Focus is more onto predictive demand and inventory management, risk mitigation and real-time monitoring about the data, compliance automation, technology integration, some case examples, and finally the outcome. So when I start an introduction, we want to optimize of efficiencies and safety. So we want to adopt to utilize the predictive analytics. As you must be knowing, when you are looking at the data, it has got about 4 steps. The first one is the raw data. Second is when you put that data into a tabular form, it's a descriptive data. You take that data and try to do some analysis and do want to do something prediction. That is what is the third step, which is a predictive analytics. And last one is a prescriptive analytics. When you want to achieve some results, some plan or something like that, what necessary actions you should plan it out to take it so that you achieve the expected results. Whatever your targets are there, you achieve it. So utilizing this data and doing that predictive analytics is the most important step. And this really helps in monitoring the real-time data or the processes and all that. So that is what should be our objective. So as I discussed it over here, we have to really consider those artificial intelligence based systems also. At the same time, consider the risk factors also. So how you do that balancing of automated compliances and all this is the idea. So predictive demand and inventory management is the most important thing. There are two things which we have to really take into consideration. The first one is the markets are always changing. So your product requirement, the customer expectations are changing. So demand planning, demand forecasting is going to be a very important area. It's going to be a very crucial thing actually. So getting a accurate demand because your entire planning about supply chain management, your sales and operation planning, your procurement planning, your manufacturing planning, everything depends upon the demand. So getting a more and more accurate demand is very important. In case if you are not been able to manage your demand, then either you lose a market or you produce the products which are not really expected into the market. So they are lying into the stock and you are blocking up the money and that reduces your profitability. So artificial intelligence driven demand forecasting or demand planning is the most important thing. What has been observed is if you do all this analysis, your 40% higher accuracy is going to be achieved. Maybe you may be doing achievements say 60, 70 or 80%. That can go to maybe 85, 90, 95% and all. And that will reduce the stock outs and excess inventory. So this is what it is the most important thing when you are really looking about the artificial intelligence applications into your business processes and systems. So AI will analyze the historical data, market trends, and then the external factors and all, and accordingly it will work it out a demand forecasting. Machine learning is the next step, which also helps you in optimizing the production schedules. So it dynamically adjusts the production schedules. It cuts the carrying cost by 20%, and that will boost the your cash flow. So your profitability will get boosted up. So risk mitigation under the real-time monitoring. Now, as you know, we have taken into consideration about the demand planning, demand forecasting. But what is going to happen it at the manufacturing level, at a shop floor level? Because that also needs to be supported to your plan. So now we are working with the IoT sensors, capturing the data directly from the machines or equipments and all that. Maybe I just shared you one example over here. You could be a temperature tracking and all that. So monitoring the temperature sensitive shipments like vaccines or something like that needs to be monitored. And that should really trigger an alert for deviation to ensure that a product integrity. So this is one of the risk factors which is going to come. So you have to really monitor that. Then artificial intelligence also, as I mentioned in the last slide, is you're predicting the disruption. If you start monitoring the condition of your machines or equipments and all that, you can very well uh, project or forecast it if there is going to be any disruption or breakdowns or failures or something like that. And then the forecasting of the weather and the logistic disruptions are also going to happen during the transportation, during the deliveries or something like that. So rerouting shipments or which can minimize the delay. The objective of building up this vertical systems is that you should have that real-time data which can really help you to predict those disruption and those so your skills or experts into the supply chain management can change those plan or monitor those things to have minimum disruption or take necessary corrective action so that you have a less disruptions and there should not be any failures and your plan is monitored, you achieve the your targets, achieve the operational and business excellence and all. Now, along with this, another factor which is important from the pharma industry point of view is the compliance and automation. So, artificial intelligence will go on scanning up all those regulatory updates and all. It will monitor those updates from FDA point of view or email point of view. And then it will also automatically update the compliance protocols that will reduce the human error. Now, NLP, natural language processing tools are also available for compliance tests. This will flag the non-compliant content, ensure the adherence in marketing material, and monitor the HCP protocol portals actually. Now, along with this, since we are discussing about the risk factors, blockchain technology is a very strong technology and which is can help you to ensure that no you have a product or a batch or a material into a traceability and all. This will combat the counterfeit drugs. So now there are ISO 14001 or 56001. These are the certain standards are coming up from the risk factors point of view or something like that, and that will guide the ethical AI use. It will help you in enhancing the track and trace systems, and that will also help in promoting the innovations and all. So I just wanted to share one or two case studies actually as a pharma company which implemented these things, and that has reduced the inventory errors by almost 95% and all that. So earlier, those errors were actually giving the impact onto your decision making, and that is what was leading to the uh, higher risk factors, or maybe not to the extent what are the controls which are really required or expected to monitor the uh, achieve the optimum efficiencies, utilizations, and all that. So this is where AI-based driven, demand-driven forecasting, predictive analytics will help. The another company has really used it during the COVID-19 for the vaccines distribution and all. And that has really helped in improving the route planning, cold chain monitoring and all. So the customer or the patients, they get a best product at the best quality, best price, best quantities, time also. So these are things which really help in streamlining the operations, improves the workflow and processes, enhances the coordination between the various operating departments and the teams and the management and all that. This also leads to efficiency gain, significant increase in productivity is available, reduction in resource wastage is there, and finally, we are looking at it the patient-centric supply chain management. So this helps in building up that patient-centric approach, and patient-centric supply chain will be achieved actually. So with this brief information, actually, I thought I will again share with you about our focus areas. Uh, to keep these in mind, please do register, do subscribe the various channels, Udemy platform, YouTube, podcast, and all also. Look at it, our book editions. The Kindle is available. You can see it on mobile and everything also. And feel free to share your thought. If you have any suggestions, those are welcome. Thank you. Bye.